Bukhari murder case, trial day 37. From Leicester Crown Court. Some viewers may find scenes that are distressing. Viewer discretion is advised. True crime and breaking news. The best 1 minute and under news channel on TikTok.
The cross-examination of the final defendants in the TikTok murder trial continues today, Thursday, June 22nd. Mohammed Patel returns for his second full day on the stand, with court set to hear more evidence from the 21-year-old Patel, who claims to have never met TikTok influencer Maybvlogs Bukhari. Prior to the fatal crash on the A46 last February, was met with a series of questions from his co-accused barristers. On Wednesday, June 21st, it was claimed that he deliberately misled police in interviews as a way to not be charged, according to Leonard Smith KC. Patel denied this. The trial at Leicester Crown Court also heard Patel flat-out refute claims he had incriminated himself to police by covering up his role in the alleged ambush which killed Saqib Hussain and Hashim Ijazuddin. Patel said he had been left scared by the events on the A46 and didn't know what to do with himself after witnessing the crash. He also reiterated claims that co-accused Rez Jamal had ordered him to stuff a wheel brace down his trousers in case the victims turned nasty. He also alleged that Rez Jamal had ordered the Skoda driven by the victims to be rammed off the road, a claim Jamal's barristers vigorously contest. It is alleged a group in 2 cars rammed the pair's Skoda to keep the affair between co-defendant Ansreen Bukhari and Mr. Hussain a secret. Mohammed Patel, a passenger in one of the cars, gave evidence on Wednesday at Leicester Crown Court. The court previously heard Mr. Hussain, from Banbury, Oxfordshire, had been blackmailing Mrs. Bukhari with sexual videos and images from their 3-year affair. It also heard Mr. Hussain had demanded back £3,000 he had spent on dates with her, and a meeting was arranged to hand it over. But the prosecution said Mrs. Bukhari and her TikTok influencer daughter Maybvlogs were actually planning to seize Mr. Hussain's phone, containing the explicit material, footage from the Tesco car park, where the meeting was due to take place, showed Mr. Hussain and Mr. Ijazuddin never got out of their car, which the prosecution says was because they became suspicious. Instead, they left the car park, pursued by a Seat Leon and an Audi TT, containing the defendants. The jury has previously been shown Mr. Patel's police interview. In it, he says a call was made from his phone, in which Audi driver Rikan Karwan spoke to Seat driver Rez Jamal on loudspeaker. Patel told police Mr. Jamal said to Mr. Karwan he was going to try and stop the guy. I might have to ram him, with Mr. Karwan then saying, "Yo, go on, ram him." Leonard Smith KC, for Mr. Jamal, said to Mr. Patel, "You made up the ramming story, didn't you?" Suggesting he did so to avoid being charged. Patel denied this. Christopher Millington KC, for Ms. Bukhari, asked Mr. Patel if he had been repeating back the police's suggestion that the car had been rammed off the road. Patel said that's false. "I told the police what I remember." In his interview he said there were multiple impacts between the Seat and Skoda, but giving evidence on Wednesday, he said there were 2 impacts. Does that mean that you think now that what you said to police about those multiple impacts was not correct? Mr. Millington asked. Patel replied, "At the time, a lot of things were going through my head and I wasn't really thinking. I just got arrested for 2 murders. I was 20 years old and I had my whole life in front of me at the time of this tragedy." Mohammed Patel's father had cancer and he was the main carer for him, taking him to the toilet, dressing him, etc. His father passed away a day after he was arrested and remanded into custody. He was not allowed to attend his father's funeral.
You can read the in-depth analysis of this case next, which we write every day, as to give you more insight into the proceedings. Thank you for supporting us.
Thanks for watching our channel. Please share.